A direct sales/mailing list guide. Chapter 1. A direct marketing guide. Sales letters/direct mail pieces. Spam is illegal according to ic3.gov. Junk mail isn't. Write customer-centered letters. Most business letters have cold, impersonal words. As per our conversation. Pursuant to our agreement. When was the last time you heard anyone talk this way at lunch other than perhaps a lawyer? There is no reason why business letters should not be warm, friendly, conversational, interesting, and customer-centered. Write as if you were the one reading it. A letter should be short and always interesting to the reader. Make them short and sweet, straight, strike a middle ground between hype, hard sell, and genuine reality. People hate long letters and may resent the sender for it. Write your order on one piece of paper by itself and your letter on another piece of paper. For speed of processing, you need to just stick to the facts in your letter, nothing more. A general business letter should not be over 3 paragraphs and it should fit on about 3/4 of an 8-1/2 x 11 sheet of paper with your name, address, telephone and fax number at the top. Do not overload your letters or ads with useless hype. Keep it straight. Show energy but don't go overboard. Direct mail marketing 1. Direct marketing/direct response marketing means sending out promotional literature to people via mail hoping they send you orders. It also encompasses TV and radio, but for this article, the discussion will be kept to selling via the print medium. It could be something like a catalog or a brochure describing a hot new lawnmower, but more often it's either a short letter asking the reader to call a toll-free number or send in the included postage-free coupon for more information, or a 2 to 3 page letter describing the product and illustrating with an order form for the reader to purchase the product right there. There are also postcard direct mail pieces which usually have a toll-free number, a postage-free envelope, or a website where the reader can go to for more information about the products. Direct mail pieces are often used to sell new products to current customers, get referrals to friends of current customers, and seek out new customers by sending the literature to a target group mailing list that you rented from a professional dealer or got off the internet. Direct mail is also used to recruit dealer distributors for your products by offering a drop shipping deal for a percentage commission of sales. If you have a new product like the automatic vacuum cleaner or automatic lawn mower before they were created, or something newly invented like a fire extinguisher robot, direct marketing is a reasonably effective way to introduce it, but it's always better to license it to a major department store and get some publicity for it in magazines like Family Handyman and Popular Mechanics. Most things nowadays are sold by retail methods. The shopper goes to his local department store and buys it. Direct mail could work if it's a product you typically won't find in a department store in your local area, a new product that doesn't exist anywhere else, or if you're targeting sales at a narrow niche market and have a good mailing list of people interested in that hobby or field, like model soldiers or the latest software for architects. Simply make your sales literature sound appealing and include a picture of the product to make it look appealing. If it's a 2-part process, make it easy for the prospective customer to send for more information, then send a nice glossy brochure or video and have a nice website set up showing the product in action through video streaming. I've seen gardening equipment sold this way. Test your offer first with maybe about 500 letters and see how it goes. Calculate your profit through responses versus expenses to determine if you're making money. Direct mail is a slow, tedious process. Snail mail takes forever. You will only get a low response rate, which is normal, and it's boring work, preparing letters and mailing them. A good alternative could be to do direct marketing over the internet, but there you're limited to people who have email addresses, which is less than 25% of the general population. Focus on target marketing versus mass marketing. Even if the product is something everybody uses like a lawnmower, try to get mailing lists of homeowners with expensive homes versus people in the low-class part of town living in cheap homes. Find your target audience and make repeated pitches to them every 6 months or so. Always offer a deal like free information, a bonus for a quick order, free product trial opportunity, a contest, coupon, free sample, free cassette tape, free video, free newsletter subscription, testimonials, case history stories, 50% off, a free gift with the purchase and 100% no questions asked money back guarantee for at least 3 months. Keep your letters short, full of information with a simple main point and a hook like a slogan. Try to personalize the letter as much as you can. Be straightforward, honest, and true. Make your offer. Include an order form and postage-free envelope plus a toll-free number for credit card orders. If it goes well, consider branching off into radio, print, and TV advertising where you offer a toll-free number and a website for the prospect to get more info about what you're selling. One company on late-night radio used to advertise a $40 shortwave radio for sale in a one-shot deal directly from the one-minute radio spot. Sometimes products under $60 work like this, but most people want some basic info before they shell out more than $60 on something. Direct mail campaigns rarely work unless the average order is in excess of $50 or your profit per order is about 500%. Before you undertake a mailing, you owe it to your pocketbook to calculate your expected return. Your aim should be to break even at a 1% response rate. Each direct mail package has a sales letter, a brochure, an order form and reply envelope. The sales letter must be personal and have a great appearance. Have it run off on letterhead in 2 colors. It should discuss the features of your product rather than appeals. It should be in color with illustrations and look professional. You can use mailing lists or send direct mail to your customer base. The sales letter should be personal and direct. Talk to the potential buyer honestly, telling that person the virtues and benefits of the product. Write a good one and you can literally make a fortune. All winning sales letters talk to the prospect by creating an image in the mind of the reader. They set the scene by appealing to a desire or need, and then they flow smoothly into the visionary part of the sales pitch by describing in detail how wonderful life will be and how good the prospect is going to feel after he's purchased your product. This is the body or guts of a sales letter. Direct mail marketing 2. Overall, a winning sales letter follows a time-tested and proven formula. Get his attention. Get him interested in what you can do for him. Make him desire the benefits of your product so badly his mouth begins to water. Demand action from him, tell him to send for whatever it is you're selling without delay. Any procrastination on his part might cause him to lose out. If you've never written one of these letters, try an exercise before proceeding. First, write a letter from 300 to 500 words long explaining to your friend across the country why you got involved in the best product you have right now and why it might be something he would like to try. Next, write a letter of the same length explaining to a mail order dealer this program you have right now and why it would be good for him and why you'd like him to get involved. Place the 2 sales letters side by side and carefully note the differences. If you're not experienced with this, you will notice immediately that you gave both different reasons why they will like your opportunity. Use both points of view to compose one grand slam sales letter. Keep it short and sweet. Start off with a good, interesting, explosive headline, then write a good lead sentence where you explain the major benefit of the product in strong language. Try to be honest with your enthusiasm. Point out all the strengths of the product. As often as possible, use emotion-charged words and phrases, but don't overdo it or you will come across as a cheap hustler. Add a little note on the bottom of the page just before your signature, reminding the reader to look over the sales material and make his own decision. Use good stationery. You must look as if you're doing well yourself. When you have it copied, use premium parchment or other quality paper. Make it look as professional as you possibly can. Have a letterhead made up if you don't have it already. You will need it eventually anyway, and typesetting for a letterhead is just a one-time investment. Sales letters that pull in the most sales are almost always 2 pages with 1.5 spaces between lines. For really big ticket items, they will run at least 4 pages on an 11 by 17 sheet of paper folded in half. If your sales letter is only 2 pages in length, there's nothing wrong with running it on the front and back of one sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper. However, your sales letter should always be on letterhead paper. your letterhead printed and including your logo and business motto if you have one. Regardless of the length of your sales letter, it should do one thing, and that's sell, and sell hard. If you intend to close the sale, you've got to do it with your sales letter. You should never buy wishy-washy with your sales letter and expect to close the sale with a color brochure or circular. The secret is to make your sales letter so interesting and visionary with the benefits you're offering to the reader that he can't resist reading it all the way through. You break up the work of reading by using short, punchy sentences, underlining important points you're trying to make, with the use of subheadlines, indentations, and even the use of a second color. Relative to the brochures and circulars, you may want to include with your sales letter to reinforce the sale. Providing the materials you're enclosing are of the best quality, they will generally reinforce the sale for you, but, if they are of poor quality, look cheap, and don't complement your sales letter, then you shouldn't be using them. It will definitely classify you as an independent homeworker if you hand stamp your name/address on these brochures or advertising circulars. Generally, it's best to include both your post office box number and your street address on your sales letter. This kind of open display of your honesty will give you credibility and dispel the thought of you being just another fly-by-night mail order company in the mind of your prospect. Above all else, you've got to include some sort of ordering coupon. This coupon has to be as simple and as easy for the prospect to fill out and return to you as you can possibly make it. A great many sales are lost because this order coupon is just too complicated for the would-be buyer to follow. Don't get fancy. Keep it simple and you will find your prospects responding with glee. A return reply envelope will increase your response tremendously. Experiment, try it both ways, with subsequent mailings, and decide for yourself from there. The order coupon is the most important piece in the direct mail literature. It makes it easy to place an order. In a few simple words, the buyer knows what the product is, understands that it's refundable, and expects to receive what is advertised. Incorporate an action device, coupon order form, reply card, or envelope, phone number, to make it easy for recipient to take desired action. Repeatedly tell recipient what action you want and make it simple to do. Put nothing in the way of getting an order or response. Use all action devices cited. Save, subdivide, and study the good direct mail you get to learn what to do and maybe what not to do. Remember, some of the things that appeal may, in fact, be tests that, when results are known, are failures. Never underestimate the need for simplicity and complete honesty. I saw one guy do a creative piece of direct mail. He sends you his sales letter, then asks you to call an 800 number for more info or go to his website. He makes it easy for you and double whammies you with info. Finally, sign everyone individually. Don't just sign the original and have your signature copied. There is one more special touch which has been proven to get results, and the fact that mail order people especially use this touch an awful lot proves its effectiveness. This is the personal sales letter, handwritten, which is attached to the major sales letter. And it can be done in one or two ways. Either leave a couple of inches at the top of the page for handwritten messages, or affix a 3x5 Scotch post-it note to the top of the letter. Direct mail marketing 3. Some tips are: mail to your customers more often. If you are now mailing 4 times a year, increase the frequency of your mailings to 6 times. Don't forget to thank your customer for their order. Enclose a message with orders and include another merchandise offer with the thank you message. Vary your mailing format. Use self-mailers, lettergrams, computer letters, envelope formats, catalogs. Change your format so that prospects don't get in the habit of recognizing your mailing piece. Ride on the coattails of current events, e.g. energy crisis, elections, cold winters, etc. When inflation increases, have an inflation cutting special, etc. Look for other products you can successfully sell to your customers. Information on how to make and save money is the best prospect. Include more offers in your mailing package than you already are. Study the mailings of firms. Think about using simulated handwriting for emphasis in your letters. Occasionally test a handwritten letter, particularly if you are soliciting funds for charity. Try an unusual format you've never used before. Test selective distribution to your list. Maybe only a portion of your list should receive more mailings. Other mailings should go to the entire list. Stimulate off-season business by asking for it. If you normally have a summer slump, have a special summer sale mailing in the summer. You can boost your sales any time of the year you need a boost through effective direct mail. Word your offer differently. Put a unique twist into it by offering a baker's dozen instead of a regular dozen. You can even add a smell to your envelopes. Check with your envelope manufacturer about the special inks that can be used to make your envelope smell the way your product does. Change the size of your mailing package frequently to create interest and appeal. Test credit terms. You will find that accepting MasterCharge/Visa will result in larger orders than cash terms. Let people peek into your envelope with multiple windows on the face and back. Try using illustrated letterheads and test them against conventional letterheads. Put a simulated check into your mailing to emphasize a discount. Consider using stamps, coupons, early order bonuses, etc. Pack order starters, a special offer that will get a person started on his order, into your catalog. If you can sample your product, including one in your mailing. Test simulated telegrams, mailgrams and other imitation formats similar to the mailgram. Test a tiny letter with a tiny pencil accompanying it. Test a jumbo letter in your envelope, maybe even mail it in a jumbo envelope. Use teaser copy on your outer envelope and test it versus a blind envelope. Acknowledge orders promptly and include additional sales literature with your acknowledgement. Periodically send a statement to your customer that shows he's been missed. Even if he doesn't owe you any money. Follow up inquiries promptly and persistently. Make it easy to buy from you by giving the inquirer a return envelope to send his order back in. Test multiple premiums with your offer and give your prospects a choice of the ones he prefers. Remail your mailing to your better customers 3 or 4 weeks later. You will do as well on the second mailing. Remember the basic rules. Test, 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 test. Don't be afraid to run without a test if your gamble is small. State your guarantee in the strongest possible terms. And state it often. Spotlight your sales points in your headlines. Start your message on your envelope and lead your reader inside. Feature last-minute merchandise on the back of your envelope or on a separate flyer enclosed in your package. Cultivate customers with special savings, bonuses, or premiums. Use lightweight paper to save postage and to allow more sales material in the envelope. Use a publisher's letter to give the prospect an extra reason for buying. Put distinctive differences in your catalog to add interest. Stimulate action by featuring a time limit at the top of your letter. Show how merchandise solves problems and enhances the stature of the user among his/her contemporaries. If buying your product spells numerous benefits, spell them out by number for maximum impact. Increase customer goodwill and purchases with advance notice of sales. Use stock photos for much less than the cost of making original shots. Update your catalog with supplements or newsletters. Use a second letter in the package to increase the impact. Use a second letter in the package to make a second offer. Notify the customer if there is going to be a delay in fulfillment and include additional merchandise offers with this notification. Test postcard deck mailings as an inexpensive method to get leads/customers. Put an unusual message on the outside of your envelope. Put an alternative offer in the reply envelope to create bonus sales. Try a pre-holiday mailing to invite a former customer back. Call your business reply order form by some other name, such as trial order card. A double coupon in your package could double your response. If a postcard can tell your story, test it. If a postcard is too small, step up to a self-mailer. Follow up your prospects' inquiries promptly with hard sell material. Have your reply envelope emphasize your prompt shipping service. Present outstanding testimonials in a big way for big impact. Never stop selling the advantages of direct marketing to your customer. Ask customers their opinion of a proposed new product. Direct marketing websites. Books about direct marketing are at hashtag 658.84 or HF5415 at the library. dmnews.com. Ballantine.com/directmailsamples.html. Buyerzone.com/marketing/mail-services/QZ_questions_863.jhtml. cpsdirectmarketing.com. dcmg.com. directmag.com. directmail.com, direct mail mailing lists and printing. directmail.net. directmailmarketingllc.com. directmailsample.com. directmarketingnet.com. direct-marketing-skills.com. dmdays.com, 800-969-6566, Direct Marketing Trade Show in New York. dmnews.com. dmnews.com. dmx-direct.com, Denver, Co. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/direct_mail_fundraising. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/direct_marketing. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/direct_marketing_association. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/direct_response_marketing. espcorp.com, high-speed document processing solutions for the direct mail industry. firstclassinc.com. idearcmedia.com/products/other/direct.jsp. inlanddirectmarketing.com, Anaheim, CA. jwmdirect.com. christophcreative.com/portfolio/advertising/direct_mail/designs.shtml. mail-marketing.com. mailmarketing.info. marketing.realprofitsolutions.com/direct-marketing.asp. martinworldwide.net, direct mail marketing lists. mypostcards.com. nmoa.com, the National Mail Order Association. pbdink.com/mail.html. quantummail.com, flyers and postcards for direct mail marketing. rbcmarketing.com, catalog, collateral and direct mail marketing agency. cervicaspecialsdirect.com/directmailsample.html. smartmailinglists.com/direct-mail-marketing. the-dma.org. the-dma.org, Direct Marketing Association. topfloortech.com/directmk.htm, 888-947-4400. tribunedirect.com, targeted direct mail solutions. whosmailingwhat.com. zairmail.com, send direct mail marketing and postcards from your PC. Chapter 2. Mailing Lists Info. Mailing List Guide. When you buy a mailing list from anyone, make sure it's from a reputable, long-standing company and ask for a current mailing list targeted to the people you're interested in. Virtually all mailing list brokers buy their lists from either magazine companies, catalog houses, membership organizations, or from public records such as people who've gotten married recently, had a baby or died. Anybody can go to a phone book or city directory and make up a phony mailing list. Not all mailing lists are equal. Many are old. Talk to the broker and ask him how his lists are compiled. Use common sense. Think demographics and target marketing. Some people just make up names and sell them as legitimate mailing lists. Some people use junk names they get by placing stupid little ads offering something for free. They don't send a free gift, they simply use the names of the respondents. You could do this to get names for your products. Place an ad where you offer a free book, teddy bear, or something. A bunch of people will send you their names, then you can send them your real sales pitch. I'll warn you doubly, if you get a bad list, you lose twice. First, what you paid for it, and secondly, the wasted costs of postage and stationery. Key whatever you send out via mailing list to test it. Subscribe to Direct Marketing Magazine. Hook.com. 224 7th Street. Garden City, New York 11530-5771. 800-229-6700. 516-746-6700. Fax 516-294-8141. Hook.com. This magazine will keep you abreast of the latest information available dealing with direct marketing and list selection. Your best mailing list is your own, made up of your customers. You can buy software programs for mailing list management where you categorize each of your names on several variables, and you can call up whatever category of customers you want at any given time. If it's big enough, over 5,000, you could sell it to mailing list brokers or to other companies that aren't directly competing with you. If you sell porno movies and another company sells porno magazines, you could offer to sell them your list. You could advertise that you sell mailing lists in mail order/internet sales publications or in the trade publications of the demographic groups that you have mailing lists for. For example, if you have a mailing list of lawyers, you might advertise this list for sale in Lawyers Today magazine. If you're looking for a particular demographic group like doctors or lawyers, some books at the library list these names and addresses nationally, while some government licensing organizations or trade organizations may sell these type of mailing lists to you. If you're smart, you can find your own mailing lists for free, such as in phone books. If you sell baby products, you could look up the new birth section in the local newspaper, then look up the names in the phone book and send them your catalog. When you buy a mailing list, the broker may send it in one of several ways, either on a computer disk, a computer printout, or gummed address labels. The term renting mailing lists is often used because the customer is only supposed to use the list once. Simply stated, there are basically three types of names used when a mailing list is compiled. First, there are saturation names. These are names in a given geographic area and usually consist of every household. Lists of this nature are often used by churches or political parties but are never successful for mail order/internet sales offers because the interests of the recipients are too varied. Second, there are lists of people who have inquired about various products or services. Inquiry mailing lists, although far superior to saturation lists or phone book names in mail order/internet sales offers, often do not produce the results that are necessary to obtain an adequate profit. Third, there are actual buyers of products or services. These people have spent their hard-earned money before on mail order/internet sales offers. It's logical to assume that they will do so again. Buyers' lists are the best and most responsive. Here are a few of the many directories you might want to consult. Telephone directories. Both yellow and white pages. City directories or reverse directories. Organized by street and address. Business directories. Directories compiled by type of business. Association directories. Many associations publish directories with listings of their members. The Directory of Directories, published annually by Gale.com, 800-877 Gale, contains listings for over 9,600 organization and business directories. Types of mailing lists. Following are examples of some of the common terms used to describe available lists. Compiled lists. Compiled lists are prepared from names found in directories and other sources of printed, usually public, information. They're put together based on certain predetermined criteria such as type of business or location. When you rent a compiled list, the manual work of building a list is done for you. Another advantage of using a compiled list is that compilers often include additional data with the list. You can often select compiled lists by such variables as age and income on a consumer list and business type and number of employees on a business list. The disadvantages of using a compiled list are basically twofold. You don't know how recently the list was compiled. Also, with the exception of the possible demographic information you have about the names on the list, you have little knowledge about whether this name has any likelihood of wanting your product or service. Subscription lists. Subscription lists are made up of people who subscribe to a publication or a service. It's important to distinguish between paid and free subscriptions when evaluating these lists for your purposes. People who have paid for a subscription are considered to be better potential responders than those who request and receive a free subscription. Subscribers might not have the same propensity to buy by mail as do names on a response list. However, based on the publications they subscribe to, you know more about the names and their interests than you do with a compiled list. Response lists. The names on a response list or organization can use to help achieve many administrative and marketing objectives. For-profit and non-profit organizations alike use mailing lists constantly in their day-to-day operation. Mailing list brokers. Mailing list brokers should explain the different lists they have available for rent, what kind of buyers the lists are made up of, and the date the list was last cleaned, that is, the last time all the names on the list were verified relative to the correctness of addresses. Check your local phone book for mailing list brokers. Select a half dozen or so of the list brokers handling the kinds of lists that are made up of buyers of products or services similar to yours. Call them on the phone. Tell the list broker about yourself, what you're trying to sell, how much you're asking for it, and your long-range plans. Don't be afraid to talk with these people. They're in business to help you, and if they steer you onto a list that doesn't make money for you, they figure you'll not buy from them again, so it's to their benefit to see that you get the right list for your mailing piece and offer. Once you and the list broker have decided upon the mailing list best suited to your offer, he'll generally require you to rent a minimum of 1,000 names. The going prices will range from $25 to $100 per 1,000 names. If you accumulate names, you can sell them to mailing list companies. Mailing list websites. These are companies that sell mailing lists of all different kinds of demographic groups for you to target your business ventures into that specialized group, i.e. seniors, two-income families, golfers, travelers, etc. The best thing to do is go to your public library and ask the librarian to let you look at the Standard Rate and Data Service Directory, SRDS.com, pertaining to mailing lists. Within this directory, you'll find the names, addresses, and telephone numbers of virtually all the reputable mailing list brokers in the country. Mailing lists used to be just street addresses, but email addresses for sending ads, spam, are now popular too. Standard Rate and Data Service. 5201 Old Orchard Road, Skokie, Illinois 60077. 800-851-7737. SRDS.com. Oxbridge.com. 800-955-0231. Oxbridge National Directory of Mailing Lists. umlist.com, American List Council, List of Mailing Lists. bookmarket.com/list.html, learn about mailing lists. nmoa.org. brokerlist-lists.com. mailings.com/links. 1000lists.com. 1011.com. 21sdcm.com. aboutbrokers.info/mailing list brokers. accessbrokers.com. acton.com. alliedmedia.com/mailing lists. amasai.com. ambersystems.co.uk. americadirectmail.com. americanbusinesslists.com, 888-878-5478. umlist.com, 800 list. am-pro.com/english/b2b.html, business-to-business mailing lists. arl.org/lists. askleads.com/mailing list brokers. azms.com. beachlistdirect.com. bethesda-list.com. bethesda-list.com/links.html. biotech-register.com/maillist.cfm, mailing lists of biotechnology and pharmaceutical companies. bookmarket.com/lists.html. bulkemailnow.com. business.com. business.com/directory/advertising_and/marketing/direct_mail/lists. business.com/index.asp. business-411.net, 877-468-2632. businesslistSforsale.com. buyerzone.com/local/rfq/mailinglistbrokers.jhtml. buyerzone.com/marketing/mailing_lists. cannerslists.com. caldwell-list.com. caldwelllist.com/listbrokers.html. cd-direct.com/cms, school mailing list. cdmlist.com. centrusonline.com. certified-lists.com, 866-537-7569. chelseadirect.com/listbroker.html. claritas.com/claritas/mailing-list.jsp. cmgdirect.com, 800-677-7959, supplier of college mailing lists. comdex.com, a United Business Media company. com.media.state.mn.us/bookstore, buy mailing lists from the Government of Minnesota. commercedatabase.com/mailinglistbrokers.htm. company.com. computerbrokers.co.uk/mailinglist.htm. constantcontact.com. consumermaillists.com. consumermarketingdata.com. consumermarketingdata.com, Canadian and usinfousa.com. corptech.com/business-information/applications.php. crm-broker.com/mailing_list. cyberdirect.com. cybergold.com. didirect.com/direct-mailing-list-broker business opportunities.us.htm. daml.org/listarchive. danexexm.dk/mailing_lists.htm. databaseamerica.com. datadepot.biz. dataquotes.co.uk, mailing lists UK. dialog.com/contacts/mailing lists. directchannel.com. directlistsolutions.com. directmail.com/directory/list_management/gedlists.aspx. directmylordersource.com/mailing_list_brokers.htm. directmarketing.net. directmedia.com. dmlist.com. dmnetwork.com, direct marketing. dnb.com, mailing list of corporations. donleymarketing.com. dorlandhealth.com/mailinglists.cfm. drlist.com. drlists.com. dunhills.com/homebase. edithroman.com, 800-223-2194. email-list.com. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/list_broker. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/mailing_list. entrepreneur.com. exactsalesleads.com/businesslists.html. exhibitoracy.com. faqs.org/faqs/mail/mailing-list/providers. firstmark.com. firstnationallist.com, 800-621-5548. fletel.co.uk/uslists.html. fnin.com. goldmail.com. government-mailing-lists.com. ncmlist.com/lists.asp. government-mailing-lists.com. gweep.ca/tilde-edmund/usenet/ml-providers.html, a list of individuals, organizations, and companies on the net who offer mailing list services. highlightms.co.uk. honorpub.com/lists. hoovers.com. howtoadvice.com/mailing list profits, how to purchase, compile, and build mailing lists. hrdirect.net. hrdirect.net/brokers.htm, hrdirect.net/mailinglists.htm, industrialsrcebook.com, Canadian, infinitemedia.com, infinite-media.com, infinite-media.com/mailinglist-solutions.htm, infocanada.ca, 877-799-4636, info-castle.com, infousa.com, infousa.com, 800-321-0869, infousadirect.com, jigsaw.com/sales/business_email_mailing_lists.html, jvbroker.info, keynote.com, knowthis.com/promoadv/marketlists.htm, lead411.com, lead411.com/bizmailinglist.taf, leadclub.net, leaders-perspective.com/client-list.aspx, leonhenryinc.com, l-i-s-t.com, list.infousa.com, listbroker.com, listjoe.com/us, listmarketing.com.au, lists.carneydirect.com, lists.com, lists.epostidirect.com, lists.etargetmedia.com, lists.indiemedia.org, lists.nextmark.com, lists.topica.com/lists, listsa.co.za, South Africa, listsamerica.com, listsaraus.com, listshopper.com, listscoucanafford.com, local-list.org, lycoszone.com/info/mailinglistbrokers.html, maconsultants.com/m.htm, asiamarketpipeline.com, Asia Marketing and Management, mailersclub.com, mailinglistbrokers.net, mailinglistbuyingguide.com, mailinglistsunDemand.com, mailingmamas.com, mailings.com, mailrelease.com, martinworldwide.net, mastheadonline.com/mlbs.htm, mailing list brokers and services, the magazine about magazines, melissadata.com/lists.html, meloliving.com/mailing list brokers, mfsanet.org/files/public/mailing list 2.pdf, Msarensits mailing list for one-time use to member companies, minokc.com, mlaresponse.com, mailing list Asia, mlmmailinglists.com, mmdi.com, mmslists.com, mokrinsky.com, international mailing lists, mortgageleadsforsale.com, mortgage mailing lists, mtscorp.com, marketing technology solutions, ncmlist.com, nejifdirect.com, Jewish mailing lists, newslinks.com/lists, nextmark.com, North America and directmarketing.com, oldredhotmailinglists.com, parapublishing.com/site/parachute/resources/maillist.cfm, pcslist.com, 800.532.list, planetcartoonist.com/services/mailing lists, postcardsmart.com, potomaclist.com, premiumpromotionsinc.com, provides mailing lists and promotional information for the automotive industry, printvendors.com/rfq_mailing_list.htm, prospectmailinglists.com, prospectsinfluential.com, cyclist.com, mailing list brokers, direct mail marketing for mental health professionals, cyclist.com/index.htm, QEDdata.com, 800-525-5811, quality education data, redclaymedia.com, referralblast.net, rent-a-list.com, richlist.com, rmlc.net, rolodata.com/specialty.html, rsateleservices.com/professionals-lists, rtmtech.net/broker.html, salesleads.tv, salesvantage.com, salesvantage.com/d/list_brokers/list_brokers.php, schooldata.com, 800-333-8802, selectory.com, healthcare mailing lists, scanfo.com, list of doctors, smallbusiness.yahoo.com/r-hyphen article-5-m-6-430-5-list_brokers_buyers_guide-i, smartylists.co.uk, smartmailinglists.com, southernmusic.com/mailing.htm, specialdatabases.com, srds.com, 800-851-7737, list of mailing list companies, stevens-knox.com, strategiclists.com, suncoastlug.org/lists.html, svcreativedirectory.com, Silicon Valley Creative Directory, svcreative-directory.com/directory/listbrokers/index.html, Silicon Valley Creative Directory, mailing list brokers, tdwi.org/mailinglist.aspx, thedirectory.org/mailing.htm, mailing lists of Internet access providers, web hosting companies, thegarihalbert-letter.com/newsletters/exact_name_mailing_lists.htm, thrivemg.com, spam-free email lists, tlclists.com, upperroom.org/subpages/mailinglists.aspb2bdata.info, usadata.com, usadata.com/mailing_lists.asp, usdatacorp.net, usdatacorp.net, usdatacorporation.com, usdatacorporation.com, venturedirect.com, 888-463-9249, card decks, mailing lists, vertexer.com, vyp.com, washingtonlists.com, watermarkingworld.org/ml.html, the official page of the watermarking mailing list, web.umr.edu/TSCSBDC/listcost.html, welcomebusiness.com, westylists.com, wholesalelists.net, wilsonweb.com/reviews/free-lists.htm, wordsinaro.com/opt-in-email-lists.html, worlddata.com, yourpersonaldownlinebuilder.com, zapdata.com, Canadian mailing lists. Many of the big American mailing list sellers deal with Canadian mailing lists. Emailresults.com, biotechmedia.com/canadiandrs.html, Canadian doctors, consumermarketingdata.com, industrialsrcebook.com, infocanada.ca, 877-799-4636, salesgenie.ca, 866-401-4069, info-castle.com, emaillistcanada.com, infousa.com, specialdatabases.com, lists.etargetmedia.com, mucn.net, cstonecanada.com, wrm-media.com, lists.epostidirect.com, directmediacanada.com, aviaricmedia.com, alistayoucanafford.com, melissadata.com, graphicmail.com, lists.nextmark.com, lists.mediazourcesolutions.com, North America and directmarketing.com/Canadian lists, government mailing lists/mailing lists of government offices, nademink.com, Governmentmailinglists.com. Free mailing lists from the government. If you want to make money in the mailing list business, you should contact the state and federal government for sources of lists. From many states, you can get lists of licensed attorneys, accountants, real estate agents, veterinarians, barbers, insurance companies, architects, nursing homes, cosmetologists, social workers, dentists, librarians, psychologists, manufacturers, licensed drivers, businesses, doctors, foreign corporations registered in the state by law, and many others. There are even 28 states that allow access to driver's license records. When you're dealing with the government, expect to have to go through several people to finally get to talk with someone knowledgeable about the lists that are available. This is even more of a problem when dealing with the federal government. Again, be persistent. If you believe a particular list is available from the government, don't take no for an answer when someone says there isn't such a list. Some mailing lists are available from Government Printing Office, Washington, D.C. 20402, gpo.gov, FSS Surplus Personal Property Zone. This is a list of people who have bought auctioned government property from the federal government. It's broken down into several files. Regions. There are 1,000s of names on the lists. Domestic Mail Manual. 8,700 paid subscribers to the government's publication on postal regulations. Catalog of United States government publications subscriber list. 1,400 paid subscribers to this publication, which lists monthly government publication. Business America, International Trade subscribers list of nearly 5,000 names and address of people either in export-related fields or expressing an interest. Local governments maintain a number of different lists which may be available in your area. Contact your city or county clerk for lists compiled from any of the following sources: voter registrations, marriage licenses, birth certificates, business licenses, business loan information, also at state level, hunting or fishing licenses, fundraisers for elected offices, institutional lists. Public schools and hospitals may also have lists of students or births. Association and church lists. Many local organizations, such as Kiwanis or Chamber of Commerce, have lists of their members. Also, your church or synagogue's list of its members could be useful. These are just a few of the many lists available. Some are free. Most carry a nominal charge. Be sure to specify printed directory, diskettes, or tape format. It's also advisable to inquire and make sure the file you want has the complete name and address for it to be usable. Many files may only have a name and no address. Corporate mailing lists. If you want to target your efforts at specific companies, go to your library and look through the Thomas Register, thomasregister.com, and other company directories plus sec.gov, which lists all publicly traded companies. AIMR.net, Association of Independent Manufacturers Representatives. Electrobase.com, 800-755-6111, rep and manufacturer lists. ERA.org, 800-776-7377, Electronics Representatives Association. HERA.org, 800-777-4472, Health Industry Representatives Association. IHRA.org, International Housewares Representatives Association. Maxworld.com, Software for Manufacturing Reps. MAFSI.org, Manufacturers Agents for the Food Service Industry. ManaOnline.org, Manufacturers Agents National Association. NetSource.fr/ACX, International Union of Commercial Agents and Brokers. NERA.org, North American Industrial Representatives Association. Replink.com, Rep and Manufacturer Lists. SEMA.org, Safety Equipment Manufacturers Agents Association. ThomasRegister.com. WinRep.com, Software. American Business Directories. Inc. 5711 South 86th Circle. Box 27347. Omaha, Nebraska 68127. 402-593-4600. Fax, 402-331-5481. Fax, 402-596-7688. 800-284-8353. 800-808-1113. 800-284-8353. 800-808-1113. SalesLeadSusa.com. Direct Marketing Association. DMA. Mail Order Action Line. 1120 Avenue of the Americas. New York, New York 10036. 212-768-7277. Fax, 212-768-4547. The-dma.org. They publish a directory of mail order/internet sales dealers. Dun & Bradstreet directories. 1. Pennsylvania Plaza. NYC 10013. 800-234-3867. 212-971-6700. 212-312-6500. dnb.com. Gale Research Incorporated. 835 Penobscot Building. Detroit, Michigan 48226. 800-877-4253. Gale.com. Moody's Industrial Manual. 99 Church Street. NYC 10013. 212-553-0300. Moodus.com. Standard & Poor Directories. 345 Hudson Street. NYC 10014. 212-924-6400. 800-221-5277. 800-852-1641. 800-921-5100. 800-852-1641. 800-289-8000. StandardPoors.com.